I should say no dinosaurs were harmed in the making of the liquid that's inside this bottle. But considering this is plastic, I'm sure some dinosaurs were harmed.
Welcome to Everything Elliot, where I give everything a try. And while you're here, don't forget to check out some of my other videos.
I'm Elliot, this is Everything Elliot, and today it's going to be a shorter video. Normally I've got long videos about working on my truck or using the tractor. And you'll see way back there behind the tractor is my sister's Infinity. That needs a new exhaust. Needs a new flex pipe. So we're going to be doing that in another video. But before I get into that, I know I'm going to need this for that project. And honestly, I'm sick of buying it at stores. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over how to make homemade penetrating oil. You might know it as PB Blaster or liquid wrench, WD-40, stuff like that. I'm going to show you how to make it for cheap, at home. And if you live in a north state like I do where they use salt on the roads, and you work on vehicles or equipment a lot, this is something that you go through a lot of, and I personally go through a ton of it. I'm sick of buying it. Well, I should say I'm sick of buying the branded stuff, and I decided I'm going to make it on my own. So today we're going to go through how to do that. It's pretty simple. You need three things. You need acetone. This cleans project residue, according to Clean Strip. You need automatic transmission fluid, and you need some sort of heavy-duty squirt bottle. I prefer to get one that has some numbering on the side because this is going to be a 50-50 mixture of the acetone and the ATF. And so let's see here. This holds a total of 32 fluid ounces. That would mean 16 ounces would be the top. But unfortunately, this only goes up to 25. There's no, like, I don't know if this is 32. Must be. Must be the top. One would imagine. So I guess I'll probably just go to 15 and maybe I'll go to 15 with the ATF and fill the rest with acetone. So I have here Valvoline, full synthetic, and this is the Dextron, Mercron, Dex, Merc, ATF, full synthetic, right there. So no dinosaurs were harmed in the making of, well, I should say no dinosaurs were harmed in the making of the liquid that's inside this bottle. But considering this is plastic, I'm sure some dinosaurs were harmed. So PETA, don't yell at me. But all right, let's get to it. Open up your handy dandy sprayer. Open up your handy dandy ATF. I'm sure I'm going to make a mess, but we'll go right to above the 15 mark. So you don't necessarily need ATF. You can use any type of oil, but the nice thing about ATF, you don't want a thick oil, because the oil is what gets in the cracks and lubricates. So you want it to be nice and thin, and that's what allows it to get into the threads, being nice and thin like that. And the acetone acts as like a cleaner. It breaks up the rust and stuff like that. So this the ATF lubricates, this breaks up the rust. I have to get a flathead screwdriver to open this. Also, I should probably put a disclaimer in here. You should probably put gloves on when you use acetone. It can hurt your hands. But if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I don't follow my own suggestions. So we're just gonna dump it in here and we'll fill it right up to the top. As you can see, I got just above the 15 ounce mark there, and we'll fill the rest up with acetone. Hopefully. And I'm making a mess, and it got all over my hands. As I said, don't do that. Acetone evaps very quickly though, so it's already dry off my hands. Alright, there's that. Seal this back up, because acetone does evaporate, as I just said. Got on my hands, and it has evaporated already. That's fine. I'll wash my hands good. Put this back in here. Screw it on nice and tight. Now you want to make sure that you get a nice heavy-duty grade plastic, because if you get a cheap plastic, like from the dollar store or something, the acetone will actually eat the plastic. So you want to make sure you got a nice thick plastic. And also, you can see that the acetone and the ATF actually have two different densities. So you can kind of see it floating around in there like a lava lamp. At least I hope you can see that. So anytime that you go to use this, you need to make sure that you give it a nice good shake. Mix it together good. And then this is what you're going to be spraying on the rusty bolts. So let's see how it sprays. Oh boy. Flat tire on the truck. I just put those wheels on there. They were kind of dry rotted, so I kind of figured that would happen. Got no spray action. Let me try to open this up maybe. Oh, there you go. All right, look at that. And that's gonna be your penetrating oil right there. Works great. There's a couple different videos of people using this mixture and testing it out against like the name brand stuff. And you can go check those out. The one that I like to watch, the guy's channel is called Project Farm. I'm sure some of you have already seen it. And I'll put a link up here so you can watch that to see how this mixture right here performs against the name brand stuff. He uses it a little differently though. He mixes it up and then applies it with a spoon just because his bolts are in a convenient place. Normally where I do stuff, it's inconvenient, so that's why we're going with the spray bottle. And you can see it already starting to separate. So it's just super important that every time you go, right before you go to spray, you just give it a good shake. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this nice short video. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this and videos of me just doing stuff in my shop.